Hello, guys. How are you doing? So, but hello, Dom, and good morning. Yeah, it's evening. It's a little over 8:30 here. So yeah, it's evening. I hope you're having a good morning. So let's just get all this stuff sorted because, oh my god, I have a lot on my screen. Like, so much. Hey, Ursa. Yep. Well, I'm a bit behind schedule because I was setting up all that chatbot stuff. But it looks like it's working. Hopefully it is. Anyway, um, but yeah, just gonna move around all my screens here so I can catch everything. Yep, try it out. You should be able to anyway. Please say it worked, else I'm gonna kill this stuff. Because I have been doing all that stuff all day and it should be. Just a sec. Why can't I do this? Try it again, Ursa. It should work now. That's because I didn't set you as mod properly. Yay! It worked! Ah, cool. I figured it out. Finally. But yeah, managed to get it all sorted. Right, and I'm desperately in need of finding my brushes and all that stuff, so, because I didn't get to set it all up. So I'm just finding all the stuff, if it doesn't run away from me. So let's see, what am I going to use today? All my broken brushes and stuff. Oh yeah, Ursa, you need to see this. Yeah, it's early for you, I know, Tom. So, I don't know if you can see this, but this brush has like 10 bristles left. Um, that was my dear husband using that, and suddenly he said, "Uh-oh." And I asked what was wrong, and he said, "Well, I might have broken one of my brushes, so I might need to get a new one." Um, Luckily, it wasn't the most expensive Kalinsky brush, so we will manage. But I was just like, "Oh no, not my brushes, my precious brushes." So let's see. Um, I am actually trying to convince the husband to let me buy a new webcam because I found a place that has a few of the Logitech webcams um, up for grabs. So I'm pretty much hoping that I will be able to get a new one that can focus and do stuff on its own instead of me having to torture it and try to set up light and stuff every time. Hey, Pila. Yeah, sorry, I'm butchering names. I know. It's insane. Okay, this new extra light does not work for me. So let's just change the others. Because someone has been messing with my lights because it's been moved. So I need to figure out the setting again. Hopefully you guys can see. So, yeah, uh, I in general have a hard time saying names, so I'm just giving up halfway through all of them. But yeah. Oh, thank you, Ursa. Yay, I have something in my tip jar. Thank you so much. But you didn't have to do that. You know that, right? But I really appreciate it. So I need to get my water over, and this should be it. Now I should be ready to paint some. So my plan is to work a bit more on the horns on him. Um, I'm not quite sure if I want to keep it like this or if I want to darken the top part of it. But I'm leaning more towards darkening it at the top. Is it as hot for you guys as it is here in Germany? I am so incredibly unproductive during the day because I basically lay in front of my fan. Yeah, it's been, oh my God, you had 34 degrees today. I think we hit around 30 degrees. Um, and it's been like absolutely crazy. Uh, but yeah, I don't do well in heat at all. Um, my head feels like it's gonna explode, and that's been how it's been all day. So I've basically not done anything. Plus the fact that we attended a garden party last or yesterday. So we ended up being outside for, I believe, 10 hours. Oh my God, I'm so jealous. But yeah, it's so crazy that it's that hot here because we're not used to that at this late in the year. Um, well, basically not at all. But yeah, that's I'm needing my numb oil. Here it is. Oh, it's yeah. The husband and I are thinking about maybe sleeping on the terrace today because it's too hot to stay upstairs in the bedroom. Because the sun has been on there all day. So I'm just gonna add a bit to the small horns before I start working on the big ones, just to see if it works. Like I want it to be darker at the top. Usually it's so hot here at the end of August. I always remember it being unbearable for the first few weeks of school when I was a kid. Yeah, um, here it like it's been typical Danish summer. It's been like 20 degrees or something, and raining, and windy and stuff. But because it's been so hot for a couple of years, it's actually been feeling not like, if you get me, not like cold weather, but it's been sort of like fall here most of the summer. And right now the kids are back in school. On they're starting the second week tomorrow. But now it's like been a heat wave and all that stuff. It's so crazy. But yeah, hopefully it will be just calming down just a bit, cause like I said, I haven't barely done anything today. Um, I did a bit of social media chatting, but that is basically what I've done today. And been there for the kids if they needed me. The usual mom stuff, but that's basically it. Got the youngest, she's been packing up because she's gonna stay with the grandparents for, well, when she basically when she gets off school tomorrow, she's gonna go down to grandma um, after school, and then she will stay there, then spend the night and go to school Tuesday, and then we go down to grandma's again, and we will pick her up late Tuesday afternoon because we're going in for a hospital appointment in Copenhagen with the teenager. So he will be we will be leaving like crazy early on Tuesday. I haven't done anything but lay on the floor because my pinched nerve in my back. I think only it's Sunday when get. Yeah, I'm so sorry to hear that it's causing so much trouble. But like I told you earlier, it stretch and heat or something cold on, and that might help it relax a bit. That's anyway, that is what works for me when it is. It's just pulled on the wrong place. There it go. I've been using a bit of a pencil. I do leather crafts. You might have seen some on the Discord. I'm looking for acrylics that I can use for that. I've seen some pretty cool things for you to dry brushing on. Yeah, yeah, I've seen some of your stuff. It's so unbelievably cool. Um, I am actually setting up the Discord. You are welcome to join it. And most welcome to post all of your awesome stuff in it because you are really, really good at it. So feel free to do so. Or you can throw up a link if you have an Instagram or anything for it. That's up to you. But yeah, I'm really enjoying leathercraft as well. I don't have the time for it because I do so much other stuff. I think it's so cool when people can dedicate to just one thing. I'm having trouble with that. But yeah, um, but I have seen dry brushing on leather before. I would say that I think I saw someplace that they have special colors for it, but I'm not sure. It's been so long since I worked with leather. I found all my leather stuff some time ago when cleaning up in the basement. But yeah, haven't done anything for that sort for a while. I'm just gonna have a look. Oh, that's so cool. That is so awesome. I am loving your leaves. Oh my god. They are really good. Yeah, I think that's the ones I was thinking about, but yeah, they are expensive. Um, that is pretty much uh, every good thing is really, really expensive. The teenager is really good to his sister today. He made lunch for the little one. Little, she's not 12, she's not little. I'm not allowed to call her little anymore. Or at least that's what she tells me. She gets mad at me when I call her little. Let's see. They're not actually going as dark as I want them. Might have to do something else. Might actually have to bring out the colors and just... I'm not a fan of that. Might use a bit of dry brush to enhance some of the stuff as well. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I've been, like I said, I was outside yesterday, and I'm not good at being outside for that long. Let's see. Let's find colors. That was the wrong box. We are waiting on dropper bottles, so we can get all of the paints from Citadel into dropper bottles, because those pots are so hard to store. They fill up like crazy. Yeah, and sorry for the noise, guys. I'm just trying to find the right box, because I don't want to use the scale 75 colors yet for the dry brush, because I know I have some dry brush paints. I found some of it. Hmm. Okay, so I might not end up liking the stuff I'm gonna do now, so I might end up redoing, but I will definitely give it a try. So, let's see. Let's see. This might not end up working. So, Dom, if you're still watching, don't laugh at me, because I'm testing out something. Because I'm not sure if this is gonna work like I want it to. Because I want to do something, but I can't get my colors to do what I want, so we are just adapting techniques for it. And hopefully it will give the look that I want for it. So, like I say, I'm just testing something out. Might end up regretting it and redoing the whole stuff. But let's see. Let's see. As I'm gonna toss it aside if it doesn't work like I want to and ask for help at another time. Pester some of the boys into helping me figure out how I can match my mini with the actual image I have in my head. So, what are you guys up to? Because I know some of you are in way different time zones than we are, or than I am. So you might have plans for the day because it's early. I do have emotes. I do have emotes. I have my mushies. And then I have that's for that's for tier 1 subs. If people are at tier 2, that's the bunny, and then for tier 3, I believe I set this one in my unicorn, but I'm not sure. I think that was how it was. But yeah, um, I will make more at some point when it becomes available to me. Let's see, before I mess this up again. Is this a bit better? Just want a specific look on the horns here. Like a bit weathered, but not too much. I'm really liking how this is turning out, at least for now. I'm working on some university stuff that I should have done already. Yeah, that's how it normally is. It's been kind of a drag, but once it's done, I'm free for a bit. Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember having to do stuff like that. That was a pain. I have never been good at doing homework. Never. And I'm trying to teach my kids not to be like me. So, trying to teach them that homework is good to get done. So hopefully it will rub off on them. Hopefully. So they don't end up like me. But yeah. Let's see. This is actually working out quite well. It's giving the texture that I wanted without messing it up. Just gonna move it over here. So it's slowly adding the stuff. And it's just the dry brush stuff I use. It's very old, so it's not the best. But it's okay for dry brushing. I've been planning a pretty big and elaborate little project that I'm excited for. Have to wait for some supplies to arrive before I can start, but should be great. Oh yeah, can't wait to see what you're up to. Yeah, if there was one trait of mine that I could change, it would be my tendency to procrastinate on it. Yeah, I think most creative people are good at procrastinating. Just that's just how I see people doing. Plus, this is actually me procrastinating from doing art, because yeah, I am in the biggest art funk, and every time I put my pencil on paper, it just does not turn out like I want it to. So I am giving it a rest for a bit. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's because I only have the first one, the mushies. I'm pretty sure it's because I only have one slot open for emotes on normal subs, like tier 1 subs, because I'm so new. Because the other ones just got approved by Twitch. So I think it's because I'm still considered a very new streamer. Or at least that's what I think. I'm not sure. Still have a lot to learn here. Yeah, my art funk is, yeah, I've been trying to get out of it. And I actually found that doing Warhammer minis actually has helped me, because it made me be creative again. Like it did help me get out of some of my art funk, but I think a lot of people in the creative community has been really struggling over lockdown and all the other stuff that's been happening. Or at least that's what I'm thinking. So let's see. I'm pretty much liking how it looks with a little bit of yellow added. I still have a lot to learn also, yeah. Well, don't we all? Don't we all? My art thing has been a roller coaster for me. Some weeks I have the mojo to do art, and other weeks I'm completely blocked. Yeah, I actually started having a great time doing stuff, and then my art just like ended up, yeah, not going so good. But yeah, I don't know what happened. I am seriously hoping that I will not mess up and do the big art frunk again. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, sorry about for me being quiet. I was just reading something. I got a text message I needed to read. So sorry. Yeah, I'm also kind of out, Frank. I've distracted myself with preparing D&D stuff for my campaigns. Yeah, that sounds so awesome. I've been distracting myself with buying stuff. I've been good at that. Now, actually, the husband's been good at it as well. So, we got some really nice stuff for Warhammer. Upgraded all the stuff that we had just lying around. So, that was actually really nice. Let's see if this works. I'm still not quite happy with how this is looking. I want some more texture on this. I have a specific look in mind, but I can't really get my brush to do and my paints to do what I have in mind. So I'm actually just winging it at the moment, and hopefully it will work, because it looks to be working. I know a lot of D&D players have been struggling. I know loads of people have been moving it online for playing. But I sadly do not know how to play D&D. I don't even play Warhammer game, so I just paint because I think that's the fun part of it. That's why we started, but we can actually play more now than we ever did in person. Ha! Yeah. Sometimes it's easier to just go online and play than it is to get people together. I've heard loads of people saying that. Let's see if this is working. This is actually going quite well. I think I'm gonna continue with this for a bit. Might end up regretting it at some point and overdoing it, but then I'm gonna dull it down again. So let's see. And yes, this is a project that's taking almost too long. That's because I wanted to look just like the picture I have in my head. Unfortunately, that. I'm not the best of painters by far. I know people that are very much more talented than me, but I think I'm having so much fun with it. And that's the most important thing for me. Let's see, fine running anything other than Discord for D&D. Yeah, I think a lot of people are starting to play D&D online. But like I say, I have no idea how to do stuff. Yeah, I know. Um, to be fair, it doesn't help not having picked up and painted a mini for over 5 years. But I can feel now that I'm better than I was when I stopped 5 years ago, because all of the stuff that I do with my watercolors, that has taught me a lot about both colors, but also brush control. Like I'm having a way easier time with brush control and color control than I did when I stopped 5 years ago. So I know I am growing, but sometimes I get very impatient. And that sometimes is, yeah, it's hard to come to terms with that. But yeah, I think most artists know that you are always your own worst critic. But yeah, I think that's just how it is. We are way too critical of ourselves, but I also think that that is what helps us grow and keeps us pushing. Because I know the last couple of years my art has come a long way, and I'm really happy about that. So that's fine by me. It's been hard work, but I'm having fun. And for me, that is the most important thing. So for the yellow color that I'm using and painting on my thumb, um, That is actually an old layer color. Or at this case, they are called layers now. But it's an old pot of Dawn Yellow. It was called Edge at the time. But it's all dried up almost. So it has the same texture as the dry brush colors from Citadel. So I've been adopting this one for dry brushing, and I'm really loving the color. It's blending in very nicely with the theme of my Nurgles and my Maggoth Lord, which I'm actually enjoying. I'm really looking forward to finishing it. Like this part of the figure, then I can start doing the rider on it. Because he might not. I'm just gonna brush this yellow as well, because that's gonna be Nurgle's Rod in a bit anyway. Now, he might not be done in August. That was actually my goal. But I won't touch him when we come to September, because then I have my challenge piece that I'm gonna do. I'm taking part in the House of Painters challenge. So I will be painting up and making a diorama for that challenge. But we are not allowed to start it until September 1st. So it will be a while again before I do that. But yeah, come September, I will start to work on ice creams and rats. Or at least that's some of the stuff I'm working on. But yeah, I will be doing Skaven and in an ice environment. So I'm actually doing a pretty big um, a pretty big ice cube, and then I'm gonna do ice cream cones. But we'll see if it works. I have a few ideas that I'm gonna sculpt, but I will have to see if it works. I'm not sure. So a few different stuff that I have in the works. This is actually not that bad. Just gonna wash out my brush here with the best brush cleaner ever, thanks to my very good friend. I'm seriously loving it. It's the most awesome brush soap. Do you know who I'm talking about, Ursa? And trust me, Ursa, as soon as all this running to hospitals are done, I am for sure sending you over a massive package of goodies, because you've been so helpful these past couple of months. It's been so awesome having a friend like you doing all this for me and doing all my shopping. Because that has been needed. Let's see. I'm missing a color. Where did that go? Where did that go? Let's see here. Might just take a scale color. Or wait. It might be over here. Yep, it was. I am Just gonna use a bit of camo shade, and hopefully this will work. So, I don't know if you can see it, but on my stream I set a follower goal of 100. And the reason I did that is when I hit 100 followers, I am actually gonna do a giveaway. I will be giving away one sculpted base of mine. Yay, hooray for goodie boxes. Yep, a goodie box. But yeah, when I reach 100 followers, I will be giving away one of my sculpted bases or a piece of art, depending on what the people want to see me do or whatever the winner wants. So keep that in mind. I'm not in a hurry for it, but I'm just putting it out there that whenever I hit the 100 followers on my channel, I will be doing a giveaway. So just adding a bit of the camo shade to enhance some of the yellows that I put on. And then I'm gonna use the Nuln oil on top of that to darken some of it down. Just to give it just the look that I'm looking for. Or hopefully give the look that I'm looking for. So let's see here. This should be. They are turning out a bit more. I'm actually pulling out the yellows because I'm adding green on top and not just black. You can see things much better. Yeah, well, it might be a bit small. My follower goal. Might try and make it a bit better, a bit bigger. Night night, teenager. That might help a bit. So you should be able to see it now. And yeah, as you heard, the teenager is in bed. He needs to get up early. I, on the other hand, do not. Well, because I'm not on. My shift doesn't start until I believe it's 1 p.m. tomorrow. And it's a short one. He says good night. He's been doing homework all day because he will have a couple of days this week. He might end up not being at school on Wednesday to set a new medication, but he will start that on Tuesday. So we will see how it works and how he handles it. But Tuesday I will be sitting at the hospital for at least 6 hours and just watching the kid. Nope, they do not have to wear masks in school. From the 22nd, we are having to wear masks in public transport. But that's basically it still. Even though Alexander the teenager might need to wear a mask on his school, but that is due to his medication. So, because he's going to be a bit more vulnerable for the first month or so, we are told. Um, but yeah, so for now, they are not wearing masks or anything. But we will see. We've been told that Bash would have to wear one for his 3 hours. Oh my god. How are they gonna make those youngsters wear a mask? Like, I'm glad I'm not a teacher there, because the younger they are, it's harder for them to wear them. It's actually here, it's only gonna be if you're over 12 years old that you are having to wear a mask in public transport. Kids don't have to at all. Hey, Quake! How are you doing? How are you handling the heat? Or is it not that bad over at you? Because here it's unbelievable. Let's see. Let's just check. How hot do is it at the moment? Well, I'm so happy. We are down to 23 degrees. Oh, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous, Craig. I'm so jealous. Like, here my wet palette are literally drying as soon as I open it, way worse than normal. Just gonna, in fact, I'm just gonna add a bit of water to it now. But yeah, it's been so hot. Um, we had 30 degrees here, 29, 30 all day. So I'm hoping that it will be a bit better along this week, but we'll see. Yeah, well, please send different weather my way. I would love that. No, I like the sun. It's been nice, but um, like I told you guys before, it's a little too much for me. And it sucks that it's hard to paint and do stuff. Like, we've been inside most of the day because it's been too hot out. And we basically had no wind today, so. Right. I'm actually starting to like this now. That's a big plus. That's a very big plus for me. So. Yeah, please don't send please don't send heat. Nah. I think it's gonna change during next week. I don't think this is gonna last at all. That's just my hunch, because I don't think it's gonna keep up being this hot. It's been hot and dusty because they are harvesting all around the fields around here. All the wheat and rye and stuff. So it's been busy and dusty. But it's okay. It's so beautiful this time of year. I actually had my mom brought over fresh tomatoes from her greenhouse and stuff today because they had way too much compared to what they could eat. So she stopped by with a lot of tomatoes. And she got a squash in trade because we are having loads of them in the garden. So I traded her. I was just getting back into riding my bike recently. It's the first time I've had one since like 3 years ago when my old one was stolen. But now it's way too hot for that. Yeah, it's way too hot to do anything. The teenager uses his bike every day, and today he normally drives or bikes like um, 5 to 10 kilometers a day for exercise purposes. And today he just gave up, basically. It was way too hot. So I know what you're saying. It's been nice weather here, but we have only had rain one time in the last month. Yeah, it's actually so dry here that they are saying that we can't light fires and stuff outside anymore because it's so dry. But yeah, other than that, it's we are collecting rainwater, so it's been it's been nice having a big tank to water the plants and stuff. Because we had way too much rain at the start of the year, at the start of the summer. So I'm happy that we collected a lot of that because that saves on the water bill having to have stuff in the garden now. Which leaves me more spending money. Nah, I think I'm done spending for now. I actually got a couple of more figures yesterday because the husband wanted to buy me flowers. Um, a couple of days ago, and I said to him, well, I want something that lasts more. Well, Craig, he actually went out to get a figure because he's taking part in the House of Painters challenge as well. So just a sec, I will show you. I will show you. Um, where is his towel anyway? Wonder where it is. Because he did put it here. We have so much stuff on the dining room table that it is unbelievable. Well, just hang on a sec. I'm just gonna put on the headset. I'm back. I found it. So, he actually got this one for the challenge. He's gonna be doing a Tao, in I believe I can't remember it was if it was desert or whatever it was, and then it was victory and glory. And then he was kind enough, because I said to him that if ever he wants to get me flowers, he should spend the money on a figure instead, or paint, or a brush, or something. And I got this one. Like, I'm, yeah. I'm just gonna remove this so I don't tip that over. So I got this guy, and the reason I got this one is because I love snails, and I just really had to have this one. That was on top of my wish list because I think that is one of the most awesome figures out there. And then he knew that I had this one as well on my wish list, the Beast of Nurgle. So I actually got this one as well. So yeah, they are so awesome. But those two figures also means that I now have an even bigger pile of shame that I haven't done anything with. Um, because I tend to buy loads of figures and kind of never end up doing all of them. But yeah, I am really, really happy with the look of them. Um, and they have been added to my pile of to do. Um, and someday I will do all of it. So I nearly bought and done it today, but my pile of shame is too big to manage to so managed to resist. Well, I was not that good because I did buy it, but that's a couple of weeks ago when in one of my shopping sprees. But yeah, um, I'm I'm not saying that I have a shopping addiction. I'm just saying that I have a craft and stuff addiction. Um, no, my arts and craft account with money in it, bank account. I have a separate account for buying stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it's basically it's used now. Um, I cannot buy any more stuff of that for now, for at least before I save up a bit of more money, because else it's gonna be way too crazy. Um, because I don't want to spend all of it. But yeah, um, I have really been loving all of all of this stuff. And yeah, I know I have been spending a lot of money on it, but then again, I normally spend a lot of money on my paint stuff as well. And it's not only for all of the paints I've bought now can be used for my sculpted stuff as well. So at some point, I will be starting up and making resin toys, um, art toys at some point. I'm setting up downstairs for it as well. So let's see. Light from above. That means this one is gonna be highlighted. This is tiny work and non-shaking. See if I can do it without messing up way too much. Oh, yeah. You should. Yeah, you should, Quake. But it's gonna look awesome, I'm sure. But I can't wait to see more Marines from you, because the stuff you've been doing is absolutely amazing. So I know I didn't get to message you back about the stuff on the last one you posted. Um, but if you still want help, hit me up. Because I think the work you've been doing is absolutely phenomenal. It's so good. So you better keep it up. Like, really better keep it up. That did not go too well. Oh well. Oh, you're working on the first one a bit more again. Nice. Um, well, you are more than welcome. I put up a Discord server. And you are more than welcome to post your work in there as well, if you ever feel the need to. Oh no, did you agree to do that, Ursa? Yeah, um, yeah, humans are not my strong suit. But I bet you're gonna do an awesome job at it. As you always do. You always do, and thank you for the link, Ursa. But yeah, Quick, you are more than welcome to join in on the Discord and post your work. It's still a new server, so not so many people on there, but working on building the community slowly but surely. And like I said, post away. You're also welcome to post in chat if you want, so people can look at it. So, yeah, I I'm a part of so many Discords, and now I think I have a million IG. Well, I let's just say I use Instagram, but I don't use it as much as I used to do. Okay, this is just crap. I messed up. Let's see, can we could take some of it off, but we can save it. Yeah, I use Discord a lot. Or so maybe we should switch and use. Do you use the Discord phone app on your phone? Because then then we might switch to using that. Then we should use that instead of messaging back and forth on IG, because IG is so buggy at the moment. But that's up to you. Like, yeah, for those of you who don't know, Ursa and I are very good friends, um, and have been for some time now. Um, I'm told that whenever I message her too much, that I am in a relationship with my phone and I have a girlfriend in the States. And then my husband started laughing. I'd say you can't help having your best friend living way too far away from you. Like, that's just, yeah. Let's see. That didn't work. I messed up. Wonder what I'm gonna do then. If I can save the tips and do them in a dark gray, maybe? Let's see if that works instead. That might work. See, told you guys that I would mess up and redo it, because I'm good at that. This looks like it actually could be working even better. Color-wise. Now I'm gonna get my ass on the line here, because I'm pretty sure that I have some people that if they're not watching now, they're gonna say that I messed up again. But yeah, I did not like that, how that turned out, so I am redoing it. And hopefully someday I am gonna find a way to make it like I want and not mess up during. But yeah, luckily I have my wet palette all set up with colors, so just redoing again. But like I said, at some point I will hit whatever matches the image I have in my head. And I think it will be awesome whenever I do. And I am learning so much along the way. And that's the most important thing for me. That's the learning process of it. And I am really learning a lot. I have been the last month. I'm testing out new stuff and learning loads of stuff as well. Plus experimenting. I am really looking forward to working on the Indemnitas set at some point, because I have a few ideas for some marines that I need to do. That's okay. Make some good tea. So let's see. I might take a drink of water. Just a sec. That was better. Need to stay hydrated in this heat, because it's not fun not to. Great, even on my wet palette the paint is drying. Fun times. So let's see if I can blend some of this in. much paint on my brush there. So just gonna soak up a bit of it. Just slowly see if I can blend it the way I want. Might need to add a bit of medium to help me out, but trying not to. Trying just to keep my paints as just as original as possible, only adding water. I actually got some acrylic thinner, but I haven't tested it out yet. I know the husband is using the Vallejo glaze, I think it is, to thin down the paint when he paints. But yeah, right now it's so hot that it's drying before I can even do whatever I want to blend and stuff. So I might try a bit of the thinner if I can find it. No, that's gonna be the glaze medium. And then to find my colors. That should be easy considering that the husband made me this awesome tray for all my colors. He's been really good and crafty. So I get to store all my colors very nicely. Let's see how this works. So Quake, are you working on the first marine now, or are you starting new stuff? Because Inquiring Minds wants to know, like one of my art friends keeps saying. Oh, nice. Well, can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. Really looking forward to seeing, because your work is so awesome. You've been doing so great with all the stuff you've been painting the last couple of weeks, or at least the stuff I've seen. I think it's awesome. Oh, just a sec. I will sort that out. I will sort like, there you go. You should have access now to post. Or at least you should have. Else I'm gonna redo it. But yeah, you should be able to post now. Else let me know. You should, by the looks of it. Read and send messages. Yes, you should be able to. like I said, the server is still a work in progress. But hopefully it will work soon. Like I'm learning so much from all this stuff, from all of the stuff I'm doing here, both with Twitch and Streamlabs and whatnot. Been battling chatbots today, trying to get them to work, and yeah, that's slowly coming along. Let's see. Oh, it's looking so good. It's looking really good. Like, let's see, can we do this? We can do this, and we can do like this way. Yep, you guys should be able to see it now. This is really awesome work you've done. That is really awesome work. That is so good. But yeah, that is really good, Craig. I love it. I like the look of the computer thingy he has. That's really good. Well, what is it that you don't like about it? Like, is it the color? Is it the shading? What is it? Because I think it's good, but it depends on what stuff it is that you don't like about it. Like I would maybe add a bit more shadow on it, um, in the bottom half of it, but um, that's the only thing I can see, because I think it looks pretty good. But yeah, it's welcome back, Ursa. I may have been lurking. uh, yeah, I think it looks great as well. But like, it's the same thing again. Your own worst critic. And I think that's one of the case that could be for Quake as well. Like, I know he's just as critic as a bad critic for himself that I am. Because we've talked about this before. But yeah, like I really love your work. It's so awesome, man. That's more than I could ever achieve on a marine. That is for sure. Like, you can just see the mess I'm making here. And yeah, I know I'm not blending in very good at the colors, but that's not what I'm going for right now, so I'm going in layers. And it will make sense once it's further along. All of this. So let's see. Let's see. It will make totally so much more sense when I'm done. Hopefully. Else I'm gonna pull my hair out at some point and scream so bad. Because this has to work. And it will. It will. My own worst critic. And I don't have to be that critic, I'm being told. So, yeah. Let's see what to do, what to do, what to do. This way. Need to hold it so you guys can see what I'm doing anyway. And I'm slowly just adding layers on it. But my trouble right now is that the paint is drying way too quick for it to work like I want to. But yeah. It's just a matter of just blending the layers just slowly. Yeah, Quake, it's just like the rest of us. Like, I know Dom is just as bad. Like, he questions himself as well. I do as well. Like, I know the dumb boys from House of Painters does exactly the same thing as we do. So I think it's just a matter of artists. I think that's just the case of it. Or at least that's, yeah, my philosophy of it. But I think most artists are self-critical and just perfectionists. But else, Quake, hit me up on Discord and we can talk about some of it, if it is. If there's some of the stuff that I can help you with, please let me know, because I am always there to give advice and help whenever I can, if it's stuff I know about. I might also do a day where one of my streams open up Discord and we can talk. But that is gonna be when I get a bit more time. Then I might do an extra stream and just open up Discord and we can have a talk. anyone that wants to. But like I say, I am here if you need any help. I will do my very best to give advice. Most of the stuff that the paint process I use is basically the same approach as I do for watercolors. So I add more layers and more layers and more layers. That is also how I've been doing for a long time. Like Ursa's known me for quite a while now and knows how I feel about my art as well. I don't think I might have a cute and cuddly art style. I admire Ursa for being able to draw those creepy scenes and stuff, and I can't do that. I suck at doing creepy. Up until you give me a mini, then I can do creepy. But that is just how my brain works. Give me a pencil in my hand and I will draw you cute. Give me a mini and a brush and I will do creepy. Or at least try my very best at doing creepy. So this is actually turning out better than I expected. The only reason that it's very hard is because it's drying so fast. Even with a medium in it. And that really sucks. That is not what I wanted. Well, could be worse. Slowly trying to wet blend when it's half drying. That is not the easiest part of painting process at the moment. But I'm actually liking how it's turning out. So that's the most important. Yeah, I know you think my art is amazing, but I'm still not happy about it. But that's again, that's the self-critic in me. Like, I am trying to do more art and develop my skills. But yeah, you can do cute and cuddly as well. But I think it's just more of a case that what you've been used to doing. And that I know it is for me, because most of the stuff I've been doing for a long time have been cute. And then I have my little cute characters, and they will always be the cute little ones. I might do a bit more and try and sculpt my art funk character, because I'm actually thinking that could be quite fun. Give him a try again. And then finish my bunny, my cottontail. Because that could be fun as well. To make him into a resin sculpture. But let's see, might do it. Oh, I totally forgot you have my vampire girl. I totally forgot you have that one. Oh my god. Yeah, I totally forgot that you got that one. Hey. Yeah, well, I am thinking of redoing some of, trying to revisit some of my old art and do something with it again. But I'll see. Let's see at some point. Might do it around Halloween. Draw a bit again of that stuff. Like I still want to do a bit of Halloween art. I might even, if I get the energy for it, I might do Inktober again this year. But I have not planned anything, so we will have to see if I have the energy for it. Um, might do it in a totally different way, but we'll see. I'm still planning a bit on it, and if some of the stuff I am thinking about might plan out well, I might stream a bit of art in October, just to do the Inktober art. But we'll see. It also depends on work, how much I have to do at work, because I have a few projects at work. I actually I was lucky. IT actually gave me a drawing pad. I got one of those, not a screen vacuum drawing pad, but one of the Intuius or whatever they were called. But yeah, I got one for using at work because I've been saying that I'm sick of bringing my own drawing pad when I do stuff for work anyway. So I got one to use there. So might do a bit more digital work soon again, also on the iPad, but we'll see. I will be bringing my iPad and working on. I'm actually working on a drawing for a streamer. He wanted a profile picture, so I'm actually making or trying to make a space marine holding a brush. But let's see if he likes it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it's gonna turn out whenever I'm done with it. But yeah, we'll see when I'm done. Let's see. Yeah, now this needs to dry off a bit. Might try and add a bit of color to this one whilst this is drying off. Might try and have a bit of fun with this one. And look, one of my old hard brushes, it's actually the best dry brush. It's no ripping paper. No ripping paper. That's not a good thing. So like I said, I'm using my oldest brush and my pasting over the palette to reactivate some of the paint. I need to change my, or clean my wet palette soon. Yep, good. And then just slowly adding a bit more green to it, because it needs a bit more of an undercoat with the green. And like I said, it's just because I want a bit more of a green undertone on it than the brown I had. So, and hopefully this will be ready for the next project soon. I'm gonna, hopefully my clay will arrive soon. It's been a while since I ordered it, but I did end up ordering it from the US, so it might take a while, so. Or at least I hope it was from the US. It might have been China, so if it's China, it's gonna be a while before it arrives. That's the good bad thing about eBay. But we'll see. Hopefully it won't take that long to arrive, because I'm in pretty desperate need of more clay. Also, I'm gonna have to pay up and just get something here in Denmark. But the prices of the clay has been absolutely ridiculous during lockdown, because everyone wants to start up crafting and doing stuff again. So it's been insanely expensive. Making stuff here, but hopefully it will help a bit soon. You're gonna scrap it again and try a new technique. Well, it can be hard, but I think, then again, I think it's hard to drawing others' OCs, or at least that's what I am thinking. Like, I'm usually intimidated by drawing other people's OCs. Um, I'm still, I have a few that I really wanted to draw from those throughout this in your style events, but I haven't been able to draw all of it, because it's human characters and I am really bad at drawing humans. Like, I can do my children, my own OCs, my children, but like that is basically it, and they are rough looking compared to loads of other stuff. She gave me art supplies and told her I would do 3 sketch cards for her, and the only thing she said she wanted to see me do was her OCs. Oh no! Oh no. Yeah, the iPad was hard, but we got them. I've actually been doing quite a lot of work on mine, and I'm finding it so much fun. But I still have a lot to learn in Procreate. Um, I actually did draw my emote of the mushrooms. I did actually do them on Procreate out from my, what's it called? My sketch cards. I ended up getting and putting in that image and redrawing on top of it basically. But yeah. So let's see. This is actually coming in along quite nicely. So, what do you guys think? I know it looks very gray. Um, it's gray and white, but it's not. It's actually green and yellow. Don't know if that helped a bit. That helped a bit. Like, my camera sucks at showing color. But yeah. Yeah, it's way more green. Green and brown and yellows. So it's not actually any grays in it. That's one of the reasons that I am hoping that I can get a different camera. And then I might be persuaded to do a face cam as well with this not so good camera. But yeah. I have been asked if I would do a face cam. But yeah. Well, that's good. Like, I'm still trying to add a bit more green. But like I said, I'm using my old beaten up brush that's really, it's seen better days. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. But I want to put down a lot of color on this one before I add. I have a bit of rock and stuff that I want to add on it. And I'm putting in a little bit of green the places I want to add Nurgle rot, because it's going to be a Nurgle base once again. So just still need to clean up the edges and paint them black, but I'm not going to do that until I'm absolutely done with base painting, because that's going to mess it up anyway. Let's see. I have a few more touch up to do on this one. And then I will be gluing down some of the gravel that we got earlier this week when we went to the beach. Everything is nice and dry and ready for use. I'm actually thinking that the first couple of layers are done on this one. So I decided I'm going to turn all her OCs into chibis. I have been doing some drawing studies with chibis, so I think I might be able to pull it off. Fingers crossed. I will definitely cross my fingers, and if they look anything about like your studies you've done, then they are gonna be awesome, Ursa. because you have been doing some very nice studies from what I have been seeing and what you have been showing me. So, bring up the gravel, sand, and some glue, and an empty box. So, oops, sorry for knocking around the camera. So, we have got a bit of gravel, or sand, and then we have a bit of glue. If I can get the cap off. And hopefully without gluing myself, I'm just gonna put down a bit of glue here on the edge. Just a bit. And then I'm gonna sprinkle on some of this. And hopefully some of it will stick. And not to me this time. Because the last time I did this with this glue, I ended up having it all over me. And I'm not a fan of super glue. I know I could use PVA glue, but for some reason I'm really more liking to using the super glue because it sticks the rock in there, and the PVA tends to just, you can lose some of it. So like I say, I'm just gluing it down by adding so little. This is actually quite good. Might add a few here on as well, around here, because I can always dry brush it if all fails. Use a dry brush, or at least that's what I do when I use all of this. But it does make it look a bit more realistic. Like, yeah, well, realistic. Yeah, right. When you use knuckle rod and stuff. But yeah, I kind of think you know what I mean. Like, this is just to add just the final touches of this stuff. And it's just to add a bit of more texture and all that stuff. Plus, it's really fun to work with. So, hopefully I won't get sand all over my table. That's why I'm doing it like this and concentrating on not touching the glue, because did that once. Not so long ago, one of my bases, like, I lost touch of it, and suddenly I had super glue up and down my arm. Speaking of drawing studies, I have been wondering if I should keep posting them on my stories or if I should start putting them in my profile. I kind of stuck in my head that I should post final pieces. Oh, you should not post final pieces only in your profile. Go for it. Don't put in your studies, because I like you know who Cloverkin is, right? And Gulbasaur. Like they say, don't use Instagram as a portfolio. Use it as a sketchbook. Um, See it as a sketchbook. Um, that is actually one of the things that I am trying to do. But as I don't draw anything at the moment, I'm not using that my art account. But yeah, use it as a sketchbook instead of using it as a portfolio. I'm actually drawn more to the accounts that has more like sketchbooky feel and not just only like the finished pieces in. But yeah, so I think I'm done adding the sand to this one. Just gonna put a lid on it again. Like free basing materials. The benefits of living close to beaches. Because that is some amazing stuff to work with. I also got a few more of those, like those rollers from Green Stuff World. And yes, Quake, I did buy these. I got, let's show you. I got one with bricks. They're pretty cool. And I got one with, if I can open it, I got one with ice. Because when I found that one, I kind of knew I needed to get that due to my ice theme. I just need or frozen, but it's basically ice anyway. Then I got, that was more for the husband stuff. I got one with, it's called Double Diamond, but it's more industrial look on this one. Yes, you can use those on polymer clay. That's what I'm gonna do for them. They are made for that stuff. You just need to go over them because they are etched into this acrylic rod, so they leave a bit of like uh, fun texture as well. And then I have a wood. It looks like a wooden floor. It's actually pretty cool. Yep, they are so cool. So now I have I have like this one, and I have, I'll show you the rest of them as well. I do have a cobblestone one, like this one as well. Then I have just a plain one, like just a plain one to use because my old one was not good anymore. I had dropped it a few times and was not the best. And then I have one other one that's sort of industrial factory look, floor look on it as well. So yeah, from not having any one to having 6 with textures and 1 plain one, I find that pretty awesome. So that's some of the good stuff that I bought recently. I'm hoping at some point that I can do way more sculpting, because I find that very much fun. I also got some more basing stuff in the mail I got from Rival Craft, and that is some of the most awesome stuff I've seen. So, and now I have it's dry. Yay! Let's see. Just gonna check my message. Just gonna check my message, see what that was. So, oh, that was just news app that was going off. So, but yeah, I'm actually thinking that I might call the stream because I am starting to get tired and it's way too hot here to start painting any of the big stuff because the horns and the paint are drying way too quick for me to do something about it. But made a few mistakes today, corrected some, tried some new techniques that I haven't used for a long time, and added a bit of sand, stone, gravel, call it whatever you want, to this base. It's one step closer to being done. And what did I learn from my mistakes? That I am gonna keep making them and figure out how I want to paint the best that fits the best for me. Because I'm not one that follows mainstream. I am an artist that pretty much does unique stuff. So let's see. Who is streaming? So who can we raid? We might be able to find someone. At least I hope we can. Is Wallace streaming? Ooh, if he is streaming, then let's see. Is he streaming? He is streaming, yes. He is streaming. So, let's see, guys. Let's raid Wallace. I am just gonna say thank you so much for stopping by and keeping me company today. I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for the help, Ursa, for being my mod, and for the 100 bits. You are an awesome friend. So I think we are gonna raid this be Wallace. He is part of the House of Painters. Um, and one of the dumb boys, and he is awesome. So thank you for stopping by, and hope to see you guys again when I stream, hopefully on Wednesday. Bye, guys.